When did you realize your parents weren't actually the good guys? I was 12 when I started a YouTube channel. Just me, a chubby little kid playing Minecraft and talking to myself. Goofy stuff. Then one day, I made $73. That tiny check changed my whole life. I ran to my parents with it, thinking they'd be proud. Suddenly, they were my biggest fans. They bought me a mic, a ring light, helped me build a posting schedule, called me their little entrepreneur. At first, I thought it was awesome. My parents had never really cared much about the stuff I liked until now. But then the rules started. No hanging out with friends. You have to record. Homework can wait. Your subs matter more. You need to post daily or you'll lose momentum. I was 13 with a content calendar. By 14, I was pulling in about $2,000 a month. My parents took over my AdSense account to help me manage it responsibly. They moved my setup to the basement and soundproofed it. Not so I wouldn't be disturbed, but so nobody would hear me screaming in rage or crying at 1 a.m. when a recording crashed. They wanted me to be able to grind 24/7. I had to wake up at 5 a.m. to record before school, then record again after, then edit until midnight. On weekends, I was grinding 12 hours a day, no breaks. If I said I was tired, I got guilt-tripped about how other kids just played video games for free and I was building an empire. When school clashed with content won. They wrote fake sick notes so I could stay home to collab or ride a viral trend. Your education is YouTube now, my dad said. This is your future. My grades collapsed. Friends disappeared. Teachers started calling about truancy. But by 15, I was making over $5,000 a month, so my parents didn't care. In fact, the punishments for underperforming got worse. If a video flopped, I'd lose my phone and be grounded to the basement until I posted a new one. If I missed an upload deadline, no food until I finished. I wish I was exaggerating. If I complained, they'd say, "We're supporting your business. You don't want to end up a loser, do you?" No school clubs, no sports, no nothing. Real YouTubers don't need extracurriculars, they said. The algorithm doesn't take weekends off. The worst part? They convinced me it was normal. You're not like other kids, they said. You're special. You're going to be rich and famous and thank us someday. By 16, I was making $8,000 a month, but I was a wreck. No friends, no hobbies, socially awkward, behind in school, just a human upload schedule living in a soundproof cell. Then one day, I got invited to a YouTube conference. I was hyped, my first time traveling without my parents. I met other creators my age. They had lives. They talked about taking breaks, going to school dances, hanging with friends. I mentioned my schedule, and their jaws dropped. One girl's mom pulled me aside and said, "That sounds like child exploitation." That hit me like a truck. That's when I realized my parents weren't supporting me. They were managing a business. I was the product. They were pocketing every cent. They told me they were saving the money for my future, but I'd made over $200,000 and never saw a penny. They handled it all. So I started secretly redirecting payments to a friend's PayPal, kept it quiet, saved up. Last month, I turned 18. I moved out the next day. Now my parents are freaking out, saying I betrayed them, threatening to sue, but I finally feel free. I'm still doing YouTube, but now it's actually mine.